Comrade, it's a great time having you. This nothing can stop you. Motivational message I bring it to you. Today I'm sharing motivational message. I have a lot of I'm Bismarck because I have a lot of motivational message. Go to my YouTube, my channel, and nothing can stop you. Motivation on dating and courtship and marriage. Watch them, subscribe to them for me. I'm counting on you guys to help me drive the sales of these, help get viewers on on YouTube. So I'm counting on you guys. Watch my watch my videos on YouTube. Nothing can stop you. Motivation message. Watch them, subscribe to them. Also have another channel. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world. A lot of teachings on dating and courtship and marriage. Watch them, subscribe to them for me. I have a lot of ebooks for you guys too. I'll go to Keno and Gamro, buy these ebooks. I have this a lot of ebooks I've written over there, but these are examples of some of these ebooks I have for you. Building your competitiveness in the crowded planet, $4. To be impossible to have this world without you, $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, $5. There is something inside you the world is in need of, $4. Leaders of generation thinkers, $5. Get these books for yourself. Thank you for your support. I've been seeing a lot of people on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere, Twitter. Thank you so much for what you've been doing for me. I want to share with you a motivational message in the next 15 minutes. I've entitled Never Bow to the Spirit of Despondency. Never bow to the spirit of despondency. Basically, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that never give up in whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing, keep on pressing on, and this will never bow to the spirit of despondency. So, expressively, indeed, if you want to impose your brilliance on this world's burgeoning growth or this world expansive growth, equip yourself with that strong incentive of not bowing to the spirit of despondency. As a woman called Clara Sahalo Barton, an American nurse who founded the American Red Cross, understood what it means at a point in time, was trying to save a lot of people during the battlefield. The two bullet at her, it went to a civilian, never hit her. She knew what it takes to never bow to the spirit of despondency, to move on, help some of these civilians that were affected during the Civil War in America in Battlefield in 1861. It is a powerful fact that you can lose everything in life, but you can never lose your hope and determination. Equip yourself with these words of exhilaration, words of encouragement, in that words, not words of bewilderment. So equip yourself with these words of exhilaration, or in other words, words of encouragement, that not bewilderment. A man called, as done by a man called Shihoshi Honda, was a Japanese who formed a Honda automobile company, was known as, at a point in time, he went through a lot of things. His company, a point set up, was crashed by the World War II US bomber and also the earthquake, and by it kept on to establish the Honda automobile machine that became the Honda mobile automobile company that was producing Honda cars for the period. It was known as the Japanese Harry Ford, with a lot of works he did consistently towards achieving that. So infelicitously or unfortunately, you might have lost your job, you might have lost your business, you might have lost your husband or your children or your promotion, but you have not lost your hope and determination. Nothing in this world can take the place of determination, hope and determination. Nurse your bruised hope with expectation. Deal with all reinforcing disadvantages that's affecting you so they can able to efficaciously fulfill your dream. A man called Liu Chun-shun was a fan of Samsung at the point in time. When he formed Samsung, he was doing well during time there was the coup d'etat in a coup d'etat, and that time the government took over Samsung, and in South Korea, Park Chin-hyun government took over Samsung, and he left South Korea and went to stay in Japan. He kept on, even though the government took over his business, he kept on with that mindset of not buying to the spirit of despondency. And later, he came back and took over Samsung, and became and at the point in time was the richest man in the country. We understood what it means to keep on moving on. And these are some of the mindset we have to equip ourselves with. So this is a personal quote from John Adekunle, a former president of Ghana, once said that there should be no room for despondency that has settled on large section of the people. And indeed, for the former president John Adekunle is correct. In your relentless life pursuit, you should be hell bent, you should be descend, and so that we never bow to the spirit of despondency. You should be hell bent, you should be descend, you should be determined that we, under no circumstances will you want to bow to the spirit of despondency. There's this man, I'll tell you a story about this man called Alfred Mehan. Alfred Mehan was a man who set up the Nobel Peace Prize Award. He was a Swedish chemist, and engineer, inventor, a businessman, and philanthropist. At an early stage in life, Alfred Nobel devoted himself to the study of explosive with the production of nitroglycerin. He invented detonator in 1983 and 65, he designed a blasting cap that was sort of stupendous act of accomplishment. That was a higher level of accomplishment he achieved for himself. In 1864, during his preparation of the nitroglycerin, it exploded. During when he was preparing that chemical, it exploded and killed 5 people, including his brother called Emmanuel. But he never gave up, despite this preponderance, or despite this preponderance of encumbrances, or in other words, despite these numerous challenges. He never bowed to the spirit of despondency and kept on, even though that exhibition killed his brother. He kept on with that. He never gave up. And with his proactive resurgence, he kept he kept on to establish the nitroglycerin, which invented the dynamite in 1864. In 1875, in 1875 he invented the glycinate. And in 1887, he patented what called ballasting. He got, before, at the point in the career, he had 155 patents, right, with the establishment of 90 augmented factories. That's what happened. It's like this lion's personality. I understood what it means. Whilst even the explosive kills, but I never gave up, kept on. At a point in time, we had 355 patents, which were by establishing 90 augmented factories over the country and beyond. In 1883, the French magazine wrongly reported the death of his brother Asim, and the one of his brother died in 1888. The French magazine thought that it seemed that he was dead, no knowing that there was his brother that died. So the French magazine called him the merchant of death is dead. So Alfred Nobel heard about this. He did not like how the world will call him when he's no more. So he thought that one day when he's no more in the world, they will call him the merchant of death. So what he did was that the amount of money he got from the production and sale of dynamite, he used to establish the Nobel Peace Prize Award so that he leave a better legacy. 94% of his wealth, he committed it to the establishment of the Nobel Peace Prize Award, that every year it award people from different fields of discipline. Because he understood what it means to keep on, to leave that fundamental legacy of excellence and that staggering legacy of excellence for whatever you want to achieve. He laid that fundamental and staggering legacy of excellence because he did not bow to the spirit of despondency, established the Nobel Peace Prize Award that even today is helping a lot of people and helping people to move with that level of agility they have to be. I want to remind you, I have a lot of videos on YouTube. Go to YouTube, my channel. I use the name Marco. Say nothing can stop you. Watch them, subscribe to them. I want to get more subscribers and viewers. Also, go to YouTube, my channel. Another channel. I use the name Marco. Say, have your marriage be a state of mind to a war. There are a lot of teachings on dating and course of marriage. I'm counting on you guys to watch them and subscribe to them for me. Also, have a lot of ebooks. Thank you for your support. I have ebooks, a lot of ebooks on Amazon, Kindle, and Camera ebooks. One of them, Building a Competitiveness in a Crowded Planet, $4. It would be impossible to have this world without you. $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to a war. $5. There is something inside you. The world is in need of $4. Leaders of generational thinkers, $5. Go to Amazon, Kindle, and Camera and get these books for yourself. So, someone to ask, in what way can I build my resilience to withstand vulnerability so that I don't bow to the spirit of despondency? How can I build myself very strong to stand against challenges? In other words, how do I build my resilience to withstand vulnerability so that I don't bow to the spirit of despondency? Number one, indubitably, or most importantly, extrapolate elaborating resilience ideas and strategies from great philosophers. Equip yourself with these things so that you don't bow to the spirit of despondency in the face of vulnerability. And we can think about, so we expect what we expect. We expect that try and extrapolate elaborating resilience ideas and strategies from great philosophers. Equip yourself with these things so that you're able to stand against any vulnerability or any challenges when you are trying to effectuate your dream. Think about learning more from people who have philosophies on resilience, like Dr. Newman, Galinzi, Books Helen, George Bonana, and all those people who are very, very astute philosophers on resilience. Equip yourself with these strategies and ideas to equip yourself so that you can stand against vulnerability in the midst of any challenge you face. Number two, patently or most patently, examine diversifying environment that are likely to influence your accumulating possible development. Identify possible vulnerabilities or heckling attacks or nothing hiccups from these diversifying environment that will and start building your resilience to stand against withstand them ahead of time. How do you do that? Equip yourself with these resilience strategies from venerated personality that operated from this diversifying environment. So look at the diversifying environment that are likely to influence your ambition. Look at some of the vulnerabilities or daunting hiccup, a clean tax that emanate from this diversifying environment. Start developing your resilience strategies by extrapolating these strategies from venerated personality from this environment that was able to withstand against this vulnerability. So that you withstand yourself, you can withstand these things that face you in this environment when you want to operationalize your dream. So these are things you have to equip yourself with in order to achieve that, as done by a man called Morgan Evans, an Australian singer and songwriter over the period, understood what it means to look at diversifying environment that are likely to affect diversifying environment of vulnerability that is likely to affect its dream, and extrapolate strategies from venerated percent from these environment to equip himself to stand against vulnerability so that he will never bow to the spirit of despondency. Number three, succinctly, or most importantly, keep your mind in the process of major national global activities. Like in other countries, there are people are formalizing the economy, people are doing national health insurance, people are doing industrialization. Look at these major economic policies and activities in your field of discipline. Examine the resilience strategies that are being operational at each stage of these activities and operationalize them to equip yourself with that level of resilience strategy. Look at major activities, major policies, global activities that connect to your field of discipline. Keep your mind in the process. Examine every stage of these major activities. Look at the resilience strategies that are being operationalized at each stage and equip yourself with them to help you withstand any vulnerability in your field of discipline. As done by like a man called John Ejikun Kufuor, the former president of Ghana, who over a period understood what it means when it comes to implementing national policy, macroeconomic policy, that took the country from developing country, lower middle income country over the period, and trying to build themselves up to achieve what they want to achieve. Number four, monumentally, examine 100 to 200 personality that face preponderance of encumbrances, or in other words, that face numerous challenges, or that face a killing task and daunting hiccups. How these people build their resilience to withstand this, to reach the nirvana or to reach the pinnacle in the face of this vulnerability. Equip yourself with these things. So examine personalities that face preponderance of vulnerability or face numerous challenges. How did these people equip themselves with the needed resilience to so that helped them, they're able to equip themselves with the needed resilience that helped them to reach the nirvana over the period and in the midst of these vulnerability. Examine such personalities. Equip yourself with these things that help these people to stand against this vulnerability, to help them to reach the nirvana of their career. These are things you cannot be oblivious about, cannot repudiate. You have to equip yourself with these things to achieve that level of resilience to stand against vulnerability you want to achieve in your life. As done by a man called Furioso Lamborghini, an Italian automobile over the period, understood what it means to examine a lot of personalities that have gone through preponderance of vulnerabilities. They're able to withstand these things by building their resilience to reach the nirvana or to culminate in a positive life development. How do they do that, and how do we equip themselves with these things to achieve what they ought to achieve? Number five, without any equivocation, without any doubt, understand that repertoire of encouragement comes from within. It is one of the oldest personal assets that towards building your resilience in the midst of vulnerability. Have the mindset that self-encouragement comes from within. At any point in time, nobody can motivate you better than yourself. And so you have to understand that in a face of any preponderance of vulnerability or challenges, you have to understand how to encourage yourself from within. I mean, you understand that self-encouragement is one of the oldest personal assets of all time that help people to build their resilience to deal with vulnerability. Equip yourself with such staggering mindset to achieve what you ought to achieve, as Emmanuel Afen Mihanovo did, a Swedish chemist and engineer over the period as he was testing his chemist killed his brother, but he never bowed to the spirit. He went on to have 133, 355 patents, and he went on to achieve it. And he went on to start the Nobel Peace Prize award after being tagged as the merchant of death. These are things you have to equip yourself. I want to remind you, I have a lot of motivation. As you go to my YouTube channel, I use the name is say nothing can stop you. Watch them, subscribe to them for me. Also, I have another channel. I use the name is say I have a lot of teachings on dating and courtship and marriage. Watch them and subscribe to them so that you can achieve so that I can get more subscribers and viewers for my videos. Also, I have a lot of ebooks of Amazon, Kindle, and Gamma. They're very cheap, $4, $5. Get these books for yourself. These are some of these books. Building your competitiveness in a crowded planet, $4. To be impossible to have this world without you, $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to the world, $5. There is something inside you the world is in need of, $4. Leaders of Generation Thinkers, $5. Get this book for yourself. I'm counting on you, guys. Always remember, you can lose your hope, you can lose everything in life, but you can never lose your hope and determination. Never bow to the spirit of despondency.